Wow, a 12-year-old somehow got a hold of an AR rifle, probably from a parent, and killed a Sonic worker.
A 12-year-old is accused of murdering a Sonic employee while the employee was on the job.
Now, the preteen was arrested alongside a 20-year-old for yesterday's shooting. Now, police say that 20-year-old, Angel Gomez, is also charged with tampering with evidence, but his charge could be upgraded. Police say he was with the unnamed 12-year-old who shot 34-year-old Matthew Davis repeatedly in the back with an AR-15.
Okay, so this dude probably convinced the 12-year-old to do the shooting. That's messed up. If that's the case, that is truly messed up.
It happened in Keene, 30 miles south of Fort Worth, where neighbors are rattled, they say, by this violent incident in their small town. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager joining us now. Peyton.
Heather, and the victim's mother, she's a flight attendant based here out of North Texas. She was out of state when she got the call from Keene police to head home to Keene on Mother's Day. A shocking murder Saturday night in the middle of town. A 12-year-old boy arrested for repeatedly shooting a Sonic employee with an AR-15 rifle. The crime brought people out who did not know the victim to pay their respects.
I see that there's been some fresh flowers added, a teddy bear, some flowers over here, and I love it. I love it. I feel like Matt would have loved it and appreciated it, and I hope that it just brings a tiny bit of comfort to his family. It's such a horrible thing that happened to them.
Jen Baggett of Keene says she felt compelled to start this memorial with a cross for the family of 32-year-old Matt Davis.
I was in disbelief. Like I said, I've got two. My youngest is now 17, and I couldn't imagine that happening.
Keene police.
It is definitely hard to imagine somebody that is 12 doing a shooting. You normally don't expect kids to do that, though, and I still assume he was, like, convinced by the adult to do it. It's like, this kid is definitely going to need some therapy when he gets out of juvie.
Police say Saturday evening, just before 10 p.m., multiple people called 911 reporting a shooting in the Sonic parking lot.
I was outside. My fiance had actually just ran in the house, and I heard a bunch of gunshots.
Dylan Elliott lives nearby and heard the loud gunfire. Minutes later, a care flight helicopter was landing.
You see them every once in a while, but you never see them flying low and this close to home, at least.
According to police, this started when 20-year-old Angel Gomez of Fort Worth arrived at the Sonic with others in his vehicle. Gomez allegedly began urinating in the back parking lot, so Davis came outside to speak with him. There was a fight between the two, and that's when police say the 12-year-old shooting suspect, a passenger, grabbed the AR-15 rifle from Gomez's vehicle and shot Davis multiple times.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so the kid did it of his own volition. Wow, that's crazy. And why is there just like an AR-15 just like easily accessible in the vehicle? That's wild. People shouldn't be allowed to drive with guns, especially with, kids in the vehicle. Oh, that's just horrible. We definitely need restrictions on guns. And then, right-wingers are going to be like, oh, well, then let's take away all cars because cars can be used to kill people. Well, yeah, if you get into accidents or kill somebody with a car, like drunk driving or whatever, yeah, your license can be taken away and you can be prevented from having a car. We can do the same with guns, and it's not like Republicans are against people with felonies not having guns, especially if they're black.
He later died at the hospital. Police say Gomez ran away with the AR-15, but then returned and was arrested. The 12-year-old also took off. Keene police and nearby agencies located him at a home in Rio Vista, along with several firearms. Gomez is charged with tampering with evidence for leaving the scene with the AR-15. Police say it's possible that charge could be upgraded to murder. The 12-year-old suspect is at a juvenile facility in Granbury.
Yeah, that kid is probably going to be in juvie for the rest of his life and then go into prison.
A 12-year-old in this day has access to a gun to kill someone. It breaks my heart, actually.
Davis's family tells Fox 4 he leaves behind a 10-year-old son and a fiance. His mother is working to bury her son in Louisiana, where he's from.
Gotta have the Louisiana beads.
Baggett says she spoke to Davis's family briefly on Sunday. She learned Davis had just moved to Keene and started the job at Sonic 2 weeks ago.
He was so proud of this job. He'd come in an hour early, and it just breaks my heart because he was killed here.
Keene police tell me it's still under investigation who the AR-15 rifle belonged to. The police chief also tells me that the 20-year-old suspect Gomez and the 12-year-old suspect, they are related, but the police chief would not go into detail.